Hey everyone, it's John from the Company of Heroes team. On June 6th, our team is releasing the next PC update for Company of Heroes 3, Brass Leopard. This update focuses on quality of life improvements, the gameplay changes, bug fixes, and more. We showed a sneak preview of this mid-sized update in one of our last developer live streams, so be sure to go back and check that out. So, what's coming in Brass Leopard? First up, we have a new 3 vs 3 map, Catania Crossing. For the Company of Heroes 1 fans, this is very reminiscent of the Shelt. It will be available in co-op auto match, single-player skirmish, or in custom games. Catania Crossing was designed as a cooperative map, but we know PvP maps are in high demand. We'll have 2 PvP-focused maps coming in the Emerald Bear update in July, a 3v3 and a 4v4. We'll have more to show you soon. In terms of gameplay, all of Co3's plane and loiter abilities have been overhauled. Planes should look, feel, and respond better, while maintaining that sense of immersion we want players to experience in-game. Plane timings have been standardized, animations are more realistic, crashes have more impact, and projectiles are faster and more accurate. Be sure to check out the patch notes releasing tomorrow for all those changes. Though we don't classify these types of gameplay changes as balance adjustments, we have a feeling that they'll definitely impact the multiplayer meta. Shout out to all the airborne players out there. We've also introduced a ton of quality of life improvements based on player feedback. Event queues have been updated to be less intrusive and to prioritize the most critical information first. You can also now click through them and select units behind them. We've not just added player names to Co3, but we've improved upon how that feature worked in Co2. Now not only can you toggle player names under unit decorators like you could before, but you can change a setting to leave them on permanently so you always know whose units are whose. Based on player feedback, we've added the ability to pull the camera back a little bit more while in a match. The camera height will still default to its current position, but you can use the scroll wheel to zoom it out a little bit more. We feel this is going to be a happy medium for players to give you some added flexibility while still ensuring the game feels like Company of Heroes. We definitely want to hear your feedback on this, so let us know once you've had some time to test it out. In terms of online stability, our team has done a bunch of work to help alleviate the pain that a dreaded desync can cause. Desyncs will now only disconnect the player that caused it, instead of ending the game for everyone in the same match. This should help with match and game stability across the board and cut down on some griefing. Several audio fixes and changes have gone into Brass Leopard, with many weapon and vehicle effects having been corrected or improved. We showed some of these off on our social channels already, but you can see changes to the US Forces machine gun, the Sherman tank, and the Axis Flak 36. There's a ton of audio improvements that we can't wait for you to hear. One of our primary goals right now is to improve the overall quality of the Co3 experience. With each update, we're going to continue introducing as many bug fixes as we can. In Brass Leopard, we have several fixes coming to maps, gameplay, art, audio, and more to help bolster the game. Additionally, both the dynamic Italian campaign and the North African operation will be getting several bug fixes for our single-player fans. Again, you can find all the details in the patch notes. I'm also happy to say that this update will include a small number of fixes to the modding tools to help reduce some issues facing modders. You can check out the patch notes for the specific details, but in short, we've introduced a workaround for state trees. We're hoping this empowers our modders to create more complex and fun mods for players to experience in the future. So that's going to be it for this update. We can't wait to hear your feedback once you go hands-on with Brass Leopard. Be sure to jump into our forums or our Discord to discuss the update with other players and to leave us your thoughts. We'll also be hosting a live Q&A session on Twitch on June 15th to cover all your questions about the update. We're looking forward to it, and we'll see you then.